Disgraced former Congressman Anthony Weiner reported to prison today for the sexting of a minor. He's beginning a 21-month sentence at a federal medical center in Massachusetts, according to the Associated Press, reported on this. Upon his release, he is supposed to be monitored on the internet. He's also required to enroll in a sex offender treatment program. Many Democrats, this article reads, still blame Weiner for Hillary Clinton's loss to Donald Trump a year ago, back in September of 2016, where Weiner admitted to sexting a minor, according to an investigation by federal authorities. Now, there were a number of interesting things that happened with this investigation. Back in October, the FBI announced it was reopening its investigation into Hillary Clinton's unreleased emails because some of them might have been found on a computer belonging to Weiner and his wife, top Clinton aide Huma Abedin. This was running in tandem with the investigation into Anthony Weiner. The federal authorities also looking at Clinton's emails. Notable that it was originally a 15-year sentence that was being threatened by Anthony Weiner in January of this year. It's a few months after the investigation began. We had these public reports reportedly coming from the U.S. Attorney's Office. So the Daily Mail was one of a few mainstream sources that reported on this at the time. They were more serious charges that were being threatened by federal authorities that carried a 15-year minimum, upwards of 30 years. Obviously, the 21-month sentence that Anthony Weiner ended up receiving, far less than what was originally being threatened by feds. Further back in October, they were reporting on the 650,000 emails that were found on Anthony Weiner's laptop, helped set off the subsequent investigation. Eric Prince, among others, was talking about how some of these documents could implicate Hillary Clinton. Eric Prince, some people, including myself, may be skeptical of some things that he may have to say. He's the founder of Blackwater. However, he is an insider. Blackwater is one of these private military organizations that have had a number of their own very serious scandals as well. But Eric Prince is an insider. He could very well have had access to this information as to what was contained in these documents originally. He said that he was talking with sources from the NYPD. This was from an interview with Breitbart. This was roughly exactly 1 year ago now, on November 4th of 2016, right around the beginning of this investigation into the Weiner laptop. Eric Prince was telling Breitbart that he had well-placed sources in the New York Police Department, and that they, at the time, roughly 1 year ago, wanted to do a press conference announcing the warrants and the additional arrests they were making in the Anthony Weiner investigation. But at the time, they received huge pushback. That's what Eric Prince says, from the Justice Department, according to his sources from the NYPD. He told Breitbart at the time as to exactly what was contained on the emails. Eric Prince said that because of Weinergate and the sexting scandal, the NYPD started investigating this. Through a subpoena, through a warrant, they searched his laptop and sure enough found those 650,000 emails. It was reported from other sources as well. He goes on to say they found way more stuff, that just more information pertaining to the inappropriate sexting the guy was doing, much more information beyond that. He also says that some of this information included State Department emails. They found a lot of other really damning criminal information, he says, including money laundering, including the fact that Hillary went to this sex island with convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. Bill Clinton went there more than 20 times. Hillary Clinton went there at least 6 times. So more information pertaining to that, according to this NYPD source, through Eric Prince, where we were hearing this roughly 1 year ago. He finally said the amount of garbage that they found in these emails of criminal activity by Hillary, by her immediate circle, and even by other Democratic members of Congress was so disgusting they gave it to the FBI, and they said, we're going to go public with this if you don't reopen the investigation. and you don't do the right thing with timely indictments, Prince explained. So he was. This was based off a source from within the NYPD. This was this original article back from November of last year from Breitbart. This was later confirmed in part, at least the aspect of these Huma Abedin government-related documents being part of these 650,000 emails. This was just a report from October of this year, which confirmed that nearly 3,000 government documents from Abedin were recovered on this laptop. This is obviously adds to this mishandling of classified documents by Hillary Clinton and Abedin. As far as we know, there are no further indictments or charges that will come forth of this, but is this a cleaned up version of these original reports and the contents of this laptop that was being reported roughly 1 year ago? The NYPD, it seems, was more serious about this investigation. Seems like it's possible after it was handed over to the FBI. The FBI was more worried about containing the information from being released to the public that was contained on this laptop. Did Anthony Weiner make some sort of deal for this reduced sentence in order to help the FBI clean up these documents and protect Hillary Clinton? What do you think about this? Let me know in the comments. If you'd leave a comment, that's greatly appreciated. I will follow up shortly. Thanks, everyone.